opportunity to, to say, how, wonderful it is to always be in the city of East Orange. A city that, I love, a city that I've grown up in, a city that I've raised my children in, my grandchildren, and I'm still invested in. And we all are here because we believe in East Orange. And we're here this afternoon because, we believe in a young man who, had a vision for this city, and has done, a job that certainly, is second to none. And it is my pleasure to introduce to all of you once again the mayor of the great city of East Orange, the Honorable Lester E. Taylor III.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for braving the elements and a little bit of wind and joining us here this afternoon for this press conference. To our East Orange City Council, Essex County and East Orange Democratic Chairman Leroy Jones, other elected officials assembled here this afternoon, to community leaders, clergy, my administrative team, all the 900 plus employees in the city of East Orange, friends, neighbors, and most importantly, the 65 plus thousand residents of this great city. As I said in the State of the City speech last week, this is our shot, East Orange. This is our time to shine. When I was asked to run for public office 4 years ago, I was committed to and campaigned on a platform of transformational and generational change. Change that I knew would be difficult, but required to ensure that my children, Bibi and I, our children, and all of our children and families in this great city, all of our residents would be proud to call East Orange home. Establishing that vision for our city and having that vision embraced by residents, having it embraced by our employees, having it embraced by young people and those who are young at heart, was indeed a transformational, but also a personally humbling experience for me. East Orange will set the standard for urban excellence and become a destination city. While there is still much to be done, I am proud of the progress that we have made toward that end over the past 3 years. We promised a safer city. Over the past 3 years, overall crime has decreased by 20% in each of those years. We have made East Orange one of the safest cities of our size and demographics in the entire United States of America. We have improved morale within our police and fire ranks and enhanced community policing through our PAL, our Police Explorers program, as well as adding bike and foot patrols throughout our city. We've consolidated the police, fire, and emergency management divisions into one Department of Public Safety. We hired our first female director of public safety, 30-year resident Sheila Coley, sitting right in front of me. Give her a round of applause. She likes applause. So she has a gun, so I do what she tells me to do. Just 2 weeks ago, we made history again in East Orange by promoting our first female police chief, Phyllis Bindi, and our youngest fire chief, Andre Williams. Thank you. We promised financial stability in East Orange. In the past 3 years, we have closed a $10 million budget deficit that we inherited. We've stabilized taxes for the first time in 20 plus years. We've removed the threat of a state takeover and of our finances being taken over in operations by the state of New Jersey. We've kept our promise to deliver efficient and quality services and enhanced services, all while stabilizing and lowering taxes each respective year. Through my administration's smart and responsible fiscal planning and our ability to generate alternative revenue sources, we are projecting, everyone listen, we are projecting a $10+ million fund balance this year. That will enable us to finally provide some tax relief to our residents in the great city of East Orange. We promised new development. Over the past 3 years, we have quadrupled the amount of private investment in our city from $100 million in 2014 to over $400 million today. And make no mistake, it was not easy getting from where we were to where we are right now. Myself and my team, we have often had to make unpopular decisions, like temporarily closing the golf course and removing all 5 commissioners of the East Orange Board of Commissioners. But guess what? We were resilient, You ask for change, and change is what you got. We got a new golf course. We have a new clubhouse. We have a new community hospital, or a community hospital was undergoing a $60+ million investment and renovation. Our once beleaguered water commission not only now is not operating at a $3.5 million deficit, but is projected to have a $6 million fund balance. And we're producing safer and cleaner water. And we are recognized as a national model of best practices of what a municipal water utility can and quite frankly should be doing, particularly in a community of color. Also, from a redevelopment standpoint, that $400 million represents new construction and new development in every single ward of our city, and we are not gentrifying our city. We're not displacing anyone, whether they be old or poor. We're adding to our population, again, setting the standard for excellence and the national model of what urban revitalization can be. Ladies and gentlemen, this type of change can often take years, sometimes even decades to accomplish. But guess what? We did it in 3 years. We promised real commitment to East Orange families, working closely with our city council. We passed legislation to support working families in our city. And I thank all the residents of this great city for believing in me, believing in our team to bring about this change. We were among the first in the nation to mandate earned paid sick leave for employees in the city of East Orange. We were the first in the state, and quite possibly the nation, to collectively bargain a $15 an hour minimum wage with our CWA union. I thank Benny Brantley for working with us to achieve that national example of urban excellence. Thank you, Benny. And with all the nonsense coming down from DC with these executive orders, we were among the first cities in the entire country, the state, to designate ourselves a sanctuary city. Thank you, Councilman James, for sponsoring that legislation, making East Orange a city that respects the diversity of our immigrant population. In our former president, Barack Obama's farewell speech, he said that the most important office in government is the office of the citizen. As citizens, we must remain vigilant, and we must work collectively together to keep up the momentum that we started here in East Orange 4 years ago. When I took office, I vowed to make East Orange a stronger community in every way possible. A community that can come together despite its differences and move forward in a way that improved the quality of life and make East Orange better than it was when I first moved here 10 years ago. I brought you all here today to let you know that every decision that we made was with the best of intentions and best interests of you and your families. And every accomplishment that we achieved, and that I achieved as leader and we collectively of this great city, is something that I will forever be proud of. And I want to go off my written remarks. I will forever be thankful to this man to my right, someone who is not only my neighbor, I know you live here, he suckered me into getting a dog like him, but he's my friend, for giving me the opportunity and the endorsement of the East Orange and Essex County Democratic Committee to serve as mayor of this great city. However, after almost 4 years of working to change our city for the better, I have come to the conclusion that my family always did, but I must especially recognize now must come first. The proudest moments of my life are as husband and father. During the past 4 years, there hasn't been a night that my children didn't ask, "Daddy, will you be home for dinner? Daddy, will you be home before we go to bed? Daddy, can you take us ice skating or to the park? Daddy, can you go on my field trip?" And more often than not, the answer was no. That's because myself and my staff were so committed to this city, achieving the results that I just outlined for you in part. So after many sleepless nights, after many conversations with the love of my wife Bibi, she's prettier and smarter than me, with our family, after diligent thought and prayer, I have decided that although I love the opportunity to serve and to have served as the 13th mayor in the history of this great city, while I appreciate the opportunity that the voters of this great city have given me, I do not intend to seek another term in office. There is still much that we must do before my remaining days in office come to a conclusion. I promise that I will spend every day from this day until December 31st, 2017, 11:59 p.m., working as if it was my first day in office, to continue bringing about transformational change in the city of East Orange. While we have made great strides, I know that we can keep making East Orange an even better place to live well into the future. We must still work toward reducing crime, improving our schools, and making East Orange the destination city that I know it can be. I will do my best to work with whoever my successor may be to ensure that the transition is smooth and effortless, to make sure that the progress continues. It's never been about me. It's been about the 65,000 people who live in this city. I have been honored and humbled by the opportunity to represent this great city, and I look forward to proudly serving as a concerned citizen, willing to contribute to finishing the path to what I like to call #urban excellence. Thank you all, and God bless you.
One more year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it takes a man to recognize, his responsibilities. And Mayor Taylor has, taken hold of the responsibility of the leader of the city as its mayor. But it also takes a wiser man to recognize that family is always first. And, he has, pledged, his support to continuing, the progress in this city as challenges remain before us. But we must recognize that it takes a unique individual to hone in on his family and to make sure that the foundation of his family is always preserved, for the betterment of not just his family, but the community that he lives in. So I want you to join me in giving our congratulations to a young man and his wife and his family for a job well done and continued work on the behalf of the citizens of East Orange. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the press conference today. I just want to say that, there are more things to come, so I just ask you all to stay tuned. Thank you so much.